Senate Bill 139 deals with two things. How are we going to maintain air quality, and how are we going to maintain our roads? Sometimes those are converging, sometimes those are conflicting things, but they should be converging. I've taken a tact in Senate Bill 139 to go through and say, let's look and see if we should have a vehicle pay its fair share or the fee for the use of the road. Right now, a current gasoline vehicle pays about $120 a year motor fuel tax, based on the average driving about 12,400 miles in the state of Utah. Electric vehicle pays nothing in motor fuel tax. A propane pays nothing. Natural gas, hybrids, propane conversions pay $25 to $35 a year in either in a lower rate or an equivalency fee. So my proposal to get this discussion going is, should there be an increased registration fee so that everybody pays that same $120, which is their impact on the roads?
Okay, well, clean air advocates would say, but this is discouraging the exact type of behavior that we want to encourage. How do you respond?
And that is the type of dialogue that we need to engender on this. We need to go through and say, okay, where is it? I mean, I've had clean air advocates say, hey, you know what? I drive a Chevy Leaf or a Volt or something like that. I'm not polluting. Well, there is a coal-fired plant in Huntington or natural gas in Juab County or something like that that is issuing emissions. So we're just displacing that from one air shed to another air shed. We all support clean air. We want to have it done. I spent a lot of time this weekend, quite a bit of time, going through and going to the EPA, all the EPA website on clean air. I went to dealers, I talked to owners, and the information I got back was absolutely fascinating. Nobody can agree on, some people say, well, you know, the transmission line for the power from those remote electrical facilities, power generation facilities, still goes through and creates some pollution, but it's not as much as a tailpipe. Yet if you go through and take a look at the EPA things, their emissions for the greenhouse gases and your other emissions, the new cars that are out there, you take like a Chevy Cruze diesel versus a Chevy Cruze gas. The Chevy Cruze diesel gets 3 miles per gallon better than the gas, and their emissions are within about 5% of each other of what they do. Should we be incentivizing the diesel over the gas? Some people get, I take a lot of spears for asking the tough questions, but if we don't ask the tough questions, we won't come up with the right answers for the entire state.